Morning, guys. Erin Wester here. It is Saturday. Alex wants to say hi.
Hi! I'm outside.
We are outside enjoying the beautiful 70-degree weather in Wisconsin. And I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys briefly about emotional eating and how To Be Mindset has helped me completely stop the emotional eating that I have struggled with for 25 years. So I am a person I'm my hardest critic. That's how I've always been, and I've been that way since I was 13 years old. Now I'm 38, so I'll do the math, 25 years. Okay, shh, let me talk, okay? When I was 13, that's when, you're getting ready to go into high school, you're in the last parts of middle school, and that's when body image, the size you wear, how many boyfriends you can attract, that's when that stuff starts to matter, especially to someone like me who was competing with horses at the national level at that point, because size was a big deal. Being able to invest in the nice show clothes and continue to wear those clothes was a big deal. So size was a big deal. Being fit, being healthy, having stamina, she just dropped all her toys on the floor, was a big deal. And that is when I started binge eating. I would binge and then I would not eat for a day or two. I would binge, I would not eat for a day or two. And I just didn't understand that this was bad for me. I didn't understand how negatively that was affecting me. It wasn't just affecting my health, it was affecting my mindset about myself. It was affecting my relationships with my friends, with boys, with my parents. It just was affecting everything. And I had super low self-esteem. I was super shy. Life was really hard for me as a teenager. And that is when my whole emotional eating started. I've been through lots of hard things. In my 20s, I was addicted to alcohol. I was addicted to cocaine. I was addicted to marijuana. I was an alcoholic for sure. I would wear clothes. Shh, it's okay. I would wear clothes that would show off my body so I could get attention from guys. That was the only way I felt that I could build my self-esteem. I would drink so I wouldn't be shy. That is just how I was, and it was a dangerous cycle. And I would eat and I would eat and then I wouldn't eat. And I would eat and I would eat and then I wouldn't eat. Obviously, still I gained weight when I was in my 20s because that's what happens. Your metabolism slows down. You can't control it as well. So I definitely gained weight. I was in a domestic violence relationships in my mid-20s, ended up getting pregnant, ended up having to leave him and have a child as a single parent, moved in with my parents, went back to school because through all my alcoholism and drug addiction, I obviously got kicked out of college. My life was going nowhere. And, when I got pregnant, that was like, I'm stopping. I stopped drinking. I stopped using drugs. I stopped feeling sorry for myself, and I said, I'm going to move in with my parents. I'm going to go to school. I'm going to do this on my own as a single parent. And, he was still around. I had to tell the hospital who the dad was because I was on state assistance. So life wasn't always that great for me. Life was hard. And I dealt with the anxiety and the panic attacks for the 4 years that my son's dad had visits. My son getting diagnosed with diabetes was actually a blessing in disguise because now his dad is completely out of his picture, has been for 7 years. My husband has taken over the role of his dad, and life is so much better. But even though life is good, that doesn't beat a food addiction. I tried therapy, I tried support groups, I tried so many things. Then we lost a child. And my body was just, after my twin pregnancy, my body was just so messed up. I got a uterine infection as a complication from the C-section. So I've had a lot of health issues. I learned that I am allergic to gluten. So there's lots of foods that will cause me to have leaky gut, will cause me major gut pain. And gluten, alcohol, sugar, and dairy are things that do that to me. I have a severe allergy to gluten though, so I can't have anything that has gluten at all. So, things I couldn't figure out. I couldn't lose the weight. You know, here she is again.
Hi.
My pretty little blessing. She's wonderful. So, you know, I've been starting to lose weight in the beginning of the year. Finally, now that I had learned what my sensitivities were, I learned my food allergies were, I actually started to lose weight in the beginning of this year. And I was still having that cycle though, that cycle of emotional eating, that cycle of binging. No, I was still having that cycle. And, you know, I just didn't know what to do. And then in May, I was introduced to 2B Mindset. And it completely changed my life. I've now been doing 2B Mindset for 12 weeks. I've lost 15 pounds. I don't binge. I let myself have treats, but I limit myself at a certain point. I've had one binge where I ate one whole bag of salt and vinegar chips in 12 weeks, but that is it. I used to binge every other week, binge multiple times a month. That's just what I did. I would lose 10 pounds, I would gain 12. I would lose 15 pounds, I would gain 20. That was just my cycle because I would do so well and then I would just stop. But now I'm under 200 pounds. I'm working on those last 40 pounds and I'm finally making progress. I'm learning what foods work for me, and that's what 2B Mindset has done. It has taught me how to eat without measuring, without using containers, without counting calories. I know what portions I should have at each meal, and I know what portions work for me and my body because I've experimented that last 12 weeks. Get that out of your mouth. That's what this program is about, figuring out what kinds of foods work for your body, what percentages of proteins, veggies, carbs, and fats will work for your body. Showing how certain kinds of treats, we don't call them cheats in 2B Mindset, we call them treats, how certain treats will affect your body, how alcohol affects your body. The key to this program is watching the videos, learning the nutrition aspect. If you struggle with emotional eating like me, learning what those triggers are for your emotional eating, because this program also addresses emotional eating, addresses how to eat when you go to parties, when you're traveling, how to add exercise back in, because I didn't work out for the first 2 weeks. I did 2B Mindset and lost 8 pounds in my first 2 weeks. So it was all about figuring out how I need to eat while I work out, you know, figuring out, okay, I'm going to go on vacation, but I'm just only going to let myself gain a pound. I'm not going to gain anything, but knowing that, you know, I went on vacation for 3 days, I gained 1.5 pounds. 3 days, I can lose that 1.5 pounds. That's really what it is about. So of course my weight has gone up and down, but I don't feel bad about it. I don't binge because of it. And that is the key to this program, is beating this emotional eating and figuring out a way to eat that's going to be sustainable for life, because that's what this is about, right? Finding something that works for us long term. So, you know, this has completely stopped my emotional eating for 12 weeks, except for one binge, which is huge for me. Huge. I'm continuing to lose weight. I'm 40 pounds from my goal, and I know that by the end of the year, I will reach that goal. And that is why this is so amazing. It frees you. If you're an emotional eater, this will battle your emotional eating. You know, guys, I've tried. Can you please go over there, please? So I have tried everything. I've tried paleo. I've tried Whole30. I've tried keto. I've tried Weight Watchers. I've tried everything, but this is the only thing that has worked for me. And if you struggle with emotional eating, if you have a horrible relationship with food, if you have a horrible relationship with the scale, this is going to be what does it for you. Because tracking every day, which is what we do, we write down when we eat every single day, and we weigh ourselves every day, that helps you realize how certain foods really do affect you. What kind of foods you need to eat to make it a weight loss day. What kind of foods, if you eat for a treat, are going to make you gain weight, and being okay with that if you're going to indulge. Because we can't live our whole lives never indulging, never having alcohol, never having dessert again. We just can't live our lives like that. Never letting yourself have a carb again. You know, that is not sustainable. And no, that's what this is all about. Sustainability, finding what works for you, because not everything works for everybody. And this program may not work for you 100% how it's written. You may need to make tweaks, and that's okay. So I hope everybody's having a fantastic weekend. I do have 5 spots open for August to start with us. The group is ongoing. It's a success group. We do Zoom calls every Sunday night where we connect and we chat and we give each other tips. We talk about our struggles if we're having struggles. and really support each other and help each other in this community. There's about 10 women in there, and we are supportive and love on each other, and that is the key to this program. Not only figuring out what's going to work for us and our body, but having the love and the support there to help keep us on track. So if you're interested in joining me, you want to talk more about it, definitely shoot me a message, comment below. I'll also put a link to my application below, and then I can find out a little bit more about you so I can help make sure this program is going to be the right fit for you. Because I don't want you to do this program and have it not work for you. So have a great Saturday, everybody. I'm going to spend the rest of the day with my family and get to messages later this afternoon. So I hope everybody has a great day. Bye.